weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, a nice spin. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
You got three. Hey, alert. Check out route.
On second and very short, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Saquon Barkley running right. And he hurdles him and into space. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the gun, Mariota. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season. 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick,
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Let's run it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Aldrick Rosas on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
3 down.
Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Khalil Mack, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Hey, 18. Red, up.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they come up now 2nd and goal. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
3 down. Alert. Slam. Hey, red, tuck. Red, tuck. Hey, zoom. Hey, here I come.
On 1st down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the 1st half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down.
Check. Alert, 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 alert. Kill. Move. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On third down, Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Trubisky will throw. That is caught by Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now Saquon Barkley, he leaps over him. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Rosas good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
So nice number one.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Barkley on the counter, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
180! Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards on the ground. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check 3, check 3, check 3. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, that'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Get ready.
Giants
Get
take
ready.
over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. One. 66. Bullet.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Oh, here we go. Oh, run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Switch up. Switch up. So Mike's number 1.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And this is off target to the left, didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. It's not too often you see a holder putting that football down right on the midfield stripe. 60 yards, Charles, but a little bit too much to bite off there.
Yeah, it's good to show confidence in your kicker. That might have been just a little bit too much. Now, guarantee you, as you just noted, putting it down on the midfield stripe, the holder's thinking to himself, that's a long way. Probably not as confident as well.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go play action with Trubisky. Out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
Watch the safety creep. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Delta. Check 93's
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. You got 3 down. Check, check.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Grant Haley in on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check three, check three. Deuce.
Red, up. Hey, 18. Yep.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go to Barkley again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On third down, Barkley. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 17 yards and a giant first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Target.
Where are they, team?
The first carry now for the BYU man is Jamal Williams. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 50-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Three.
Hey, let's get in them holes. Check. Recon, 132 fighting. Check. Fresno.
Mariota now from the 50. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. Third down here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mariota now. Look at the spin. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Mariota to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Dez Bryant, his third touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
He's checking crab.
Alert, 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 alert. Blue, blue.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kareem Martin in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Blue, blue, blue.
SOS. SOS.
Hey, 18, 18, 18. Hey, Echo.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run again with Blunt. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 11-yard line.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All day, baby, all day. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now it's Barkley. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
No, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky, and the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Khalil Mack, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Shift, watch the shift.
Red, tough.
Hey, watch the shift, watch the shift.
Alert, 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 alert. Jump.
One last shot for Trubisky, and the pressure gets to him again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?